This is a very interesting Hells Angels case. Two Hells Angels members sentenced for criminal activities and obstruction of justice. In a significant development, two members of the notorious Hells Angels motorcycle club have been handed prison sentences for their involvement in a racketeering conspiracy and obstruction of justice. The United States Attorney's Office, along with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, announced the sentences, marking a significant milestone in the ongoing legal proceedings. Jeremy Greer, a former Hells Angels member, received a sentence of 84 months behind bars for his participation in violent crimes as part of the racketeering conspiracy. Greer was found guilty of multiple offenses, including brutal assaults, armed and home invasion robberies, and witness intimidation. His actions violated the conditions of his pre-trial release, resulting in his arrest and subsequent remand into custody. Merle Hefferman, a member of the Fresno Hells Angels, was sentenced to 48 months in prison for obstructing justice. Hefferman was involved in arranging the illegal cremation of Joel Silva, a former Hells Angels member who was murdered by the president of the Fresno Hells Angels and other high-ranking members. After the killing, Hefferman orchestrated the cremation of Silva's body at an unauthorized crematory, contributing to the cover-up of the crime. These sentences bring the total number of convicted defendants to 5 out of 10, with 5 more awaiting sentencing. The investigation began following Silva's disappearance in 2014, resulting in indictments in 2017 and 2018. The charges against the Hells Angels members and associates include racketeering conspiracy, violent crimes, narcotics distribution, assault, robbery, extortion, illegal firearms possession, obstruction of justice, and witness intimidation. The first trial in 2022 focused on the murder of Silva, while the second trial in 2023 led to the conviction of Christopher Ranieri, the president of the Salem Charter of the Hells Angels, and Raymond Folks, a former president of the Hells Angels. Both were found guilty of various charges related to their involvement in criminal activities and the intimidation of witnesses. The sentences for the convicted defendants will be determined by Judge Edward M. Chen, taking into consideration the U.S. sentencing guidelines and relevant federal statutes. The successful prosecution of these individuals reflects the tireless efforts of the FBI, along with law enforcement agencies including the Santa Rosa Police Department and the California Highway Patrol. The sentencing of Greer and Hefferman marks the conclusion of the legal proceedings for the 5 defendants who pleaded guilty. The sentences handed down serve as an important step towards holding accountable those involved in the violent and criminal activities of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. Stay tuned.